Hello, Tina Thrifta-haulic here. I'm gonna do my first what sold video because I had a really good weekend. I sold about $650, I think, in about 3 or 4 days, which is big for me. So I was really happy about that, and I wanted to share some of it with you so you could see what's going on and what I'm selling. I did sell something that I packaged up yesterday. I forgot to show it. It was a watercolor, an original watercolor by an artist named Andrew Stasky that I got at a thrift store for $10. I put it on auction. I started it at $55. It sold for $91. And I shipped it without the frame because there was a little chip in the glass in the corner. But even so, I'm trying to ship things without frames if I can, because it adds weight and it just increases the possibility of it breaking and having a return and everything. So hopefully avoid some headaches. So that was an awesome sale. Then this next one, oh, of course I have to move this. Hold on a second, I'll be right with you. All right, this is an antler bowl. Isn't that cool? I got this at Goodwill. Gosh, it took a while to sell. I got it about, I think about 5 months. Oh no, I remember I looked at, it was April. So 3 months ago. And I think I paid $6.99 for it. It is resin. It's not real antlers. It's marked in the bottom. In fact, it says not for food use right on the bottom. So it's strictly decorative, but I put on the listing decorative antler bowl, lodge, hunter, log cabin as keywords, which really do help sell it. I sold it for $45 plus shipping. So that was really good. That was about a $30 to $35 profit on that. The next thing I want to show you is part of my Mackenzie Child. So I had gone to a silent auction and I noticed a big Thanksgiving turkey centerpiece with this checkerboard pattern like around the border of it, and it was like about this tall. It was very big, and no one was bidding on it. And then I saw this guy, and when I looked at it, I could tell it was Mackenzie Child's. And then I saw this guy, and then I saw a Christmas tree, and then I saw bath mats that were Mackenzie Child's, and bath accessories like a soap dispenser and a tissue box holder and a bunch of things. And then a couple of blankets and a pillow, like an outdoor like roll pillow, like a cylindrical one. So I was like, wow, there's a lot here. So someone must have been a collector and is getting rid of everything, or it's an estate liquidation. So I bid on everything Mackenzie Child's and I won all of them. So the bath rugs I got for like $3 a piece. The blankets I got for $3 a piece. These centerpieces, this one guy was the most expensive one. So the turkey already sold and I had purchased him for $12 plus the dealer's commission, and I sold it for $135. This guy I spent $23 on and dealer commission, and I sold him for $135. So that seems to be the winning price anymore. But there's the Mackenzie Child's label on it, you see. So this black and white, either stripe and the checkerboard, really are an indicator that it's probably a Mackenzie Child's item. So be on the lookout because there are collectors out there that spend a lot of money on it. So here is a good example. And so far, I think I spent, I want to say $90 to $100, somewhere in there, $80 to $100 on the Mackenzie Child's items. So far I've made about $550, and I still have some things to sell. And one of them is like this big 5-foot topiary that I have not listed yet. I'm gonna put on Facebook Marketplace. So that's my Mackenzie Child story. So the next item, I'm trying to look at my computer at the same time, sorry. Oh, come on. All right, so the next item are these optics sunglasses. So they come in this little cool pouch. It says optics. And these were the rainbow, and they were blue, and they have tortoiseshell frames. They're really cool. I bought them for $1 at my church flea market. They run a flea market once per year, but it lasts like 2 months long. And I bought it for $1 and I sold them for $18. I took a best offer on it, and they also paid for shipping. So that was good. And the next one's gonna be very interesting too. So I was at some garage sales, and there was one guy that was selling like everything for $1. So I saw this little bear, and I thought he was kind of cute, and I put him down. And then I saw these little outfits that were also cute and very nice fabric. And when I looked inside the outfit, I noticed it said Longaberger Homestead. So I looked that up on eBay and found that these were little teddy bear outfits. So then I went back to this teddy bear and I said, hey, is that a Longaberger too? And lo and behold, it is. So Longaberger teamed up with Boyd's Bears, and they had bears dressed in little Longaberger fabric pattern clothing. So I got her for 25 cents with the dress, and then each of the dresses was 25 cents. So 75 cents for everything, and I just sold it this weekend for $35 for everything as a lot. So that was an awesome sale, awesome. And they paid shipping as well. I do a flat shipping, and it's hard for me to tell what the flat shipping is that I charge because the tax is showing up too. So sorry about that. So the next item was part of the bag sale. I went to a bag sale at my favorite little church thrift shop that's always open all year round, but only on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And they were running a bag sale. They do it every once in a while, and I get an alert, and the bag sale was on clothing, and they were running 50% off all the housewares. I think I just did an unpack or a haul on the on that sale on the hard goods. Well, this I picked up on the dress rack, and one of the reasons I picked it up is because it kind of reminded me of Laura Ashley. It's long, it's got an asymmetric hem, really big skirt. So it's like lower in the back than it is in the front, and high-low, they call it, right? And with the back bows and scalloping and little gathered sleeves. It's really got a lot of nice details, pretty pastel floral. So that kind of goes under the cottage core, and I did put cottage core in the descriptive. I put 80s vintage Alfred Angelo. This is Alfred Angelo. USA floral fit and flare, high-low garden tea dress cottage core. So I'm trying to do what Kat, the nurse flipper, talks about, and using keywords for like things that people are putting in to look for, usually themes and things like that. So this sold, I had this on auction. I think I started it at $25 or somewhere in there. It wound up selling for $52.90 and with shipping paid. And like I said, it was part of a bag sale. So I spent $5 on the whole bag of clothing. So even if you consider this the $5 investment, then everything else is gonna be gravy, right? So that was awesome. And then now this came from I had bought a box lot. My mother has dementia, and we try to find things to occupy her because she's lost her interest in doing puzzles and almost anything. She's always loved jewelry, so I got a big box lot of jewelry. It was 25 pounds of jewelry, and I got it for like $50. That included $28 in shipping or something. And so I got this big box. It was chock full, like all the way to the top. And so I was digging piles of it out and putting it like a container and bringing it over to her. And then we would sort through it and untangle things and look at all the pieces. And so out of that, we wound up bagging a lot of like individual items to sell, for me to sell. So I've listed quite a few. I'd say I listed about maybe 10. So this one sold. This is a little, the tag says Whiting and Davis. I don't know if you could be able to see it. And I might be showing it upside down. Hard to see. Take my word for it. It says Whiting and Davis. And it's like a little Victorian gazebo scene. And it's a nice necklace. It's a very nice piece for costume jewelry. And I sold it for $10. So I figure, you know, if I sell, you know, even 10 items for $10 a piece, more than make up my investment. And then I have all the other stuff to sell. You know, if it sells, great. Plus it bulks up my listings, which helps my stuff get seen. So I was happy about that little sale. It'll be easy to ship too. And so the next piece is a Gebel Hummel. I'd gone to a garage sale. They were liquidating their parents' house, I guess, all these brothers. And they had 7 or 8 Gebel Hummel figurines. Some of them were collector's edition or collector's group edition ones. So I grouped those together and made those 5 I put as a lot. But then this was not a collector's edition, and I had her listed separately. Hummels do not go for that much anymore. It depends on what it is. There are some that go for a great deal of money. She really wasn't in that crew. So her name was One for You, One for Me, Girl Picking Flowers, and she sold for $10 plus shipping. So what I did on the whole bunch of 8 of them, I spent $15. So I'm into about $2 into these, each one. So I'll definitely make my money back. It's not going to be a big money producer though, that's for sure. But still, I'll make my money back, and that's just fine. And then I sold this. This was part of my death pile. And it is a kerosene lamp with the wick goes up, you know, and the kerosene stays in here. And then this sits in a Willy Winkle, you know, the thing with the little handle. It can hold either a votive holder piece, but this will sit in there. It doesn't have the little stopper, which keeps it from slipping. And I did note that in the listing. So believe it or not, this sold for $55. So a real pleasant surprise from my death pile. Plus shipping. I think I charged about $15 shipping because I want to make sure it ends up in one piece on the other end. So that was awesome. And then I did sell this, and I wanted to show this to you. I don't think that they've paid it yet. But these little pins I've been finding, I don't know if I'm finding a lot because they're local, but it's House Pins by Lucinda. You see that? House Pins by Lucinda. There's also People Pins by Lucinda and Heart Pins by Lucinda. And I did sell a heart pin already for $15. Now this one had like a little Christmas tree and skates. And so it was like a little Christmas theme one. So this one I sold for $17. Not bad considering I paid 50 cents for it. And I paid 50 cents for the heart too. So together, $32 on a $1 investment. So these are really good if you can get them inexpensive, even $1, even $2. But it depends on how, like this one, like I said, had a lot going on it. Otherwise, it probably would have only gone for 10 or 15, maybe between 10 and 15. So that's it. So I just wanted to share that this is what sold for me. I look forward to seeing you next time. Please like and subscribe, and have a good night.